Well, I'm so excited to say hello to my friend Ellen Frost. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for doing this like mini interview with me about what's
Yeah.
happening with with local color flowers in Baltimore and beyond. Now you're a global, I guess, with with how you're helping people with your online course. And I just want to mention that Ellen teaches through the Gardener's Workshop, which is a great sponsor of Slow Flowers. So we wanted to give a spotlight to something coming up soon. This is the is this the third time you're teaching the course, Ellen?
Yeah, third time. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, COVID kind of sped things up for you,
I
I
know.
think.
Totally.
um, the course is called Florist School Online, Growing Your Business with Local Flower Sourcing, which Ellen teaches to florists, but also flower farmers who are taking the course, who want to know how to sell to florists, right?
Yeah, for sure. That was not an audience I was necessarily thinking would be interested. But we've had a lot of great feedback from farmers and farmer florists who are interested in sort of getting the flip side of what it's like to source locally from the florist perspective.
Right, right. So the course, the sales pitch is calling aspiring and established florists, farmer florists, and flower farmers to learn how to embrace, participate, and build businesses with locally sourced flowers. And the course is really the local color flowers story, Ellen. I mean, you're just sharing over, I don't know, over 15 years of your own sort of education that you've had to kind of figure it out yourself because there really wasn't a guidebook for you when you started.
Totally. Yeah, it really is. Right, 15 years of our lessons learned about sourcing locally here in Maryland and trying to share those lessons learned, good and bad, with people that are interested so that they can get a head start on sourcing locally.
Yeah. So the enrollment is this week. That's why we're talking now because enrollment opens on November 5th and goes through
Yeah,
November 9th. And so you go to well, I guess since we're on the video, can only say that you can find the splash page for signing up at thegardenersworkshop.com. We'll also
right.
share it in the show notes for this episode at deborahfrinzing.com. But you go on, you add your name and email to the wait list, and that way you find out exactly when registration opens. Is that right?
That's right. Hmm.
And then what is the free resource that people get for signing up on the wait list?
I think right now there are two. I'm not sure which one they get right now. One is just a hour-long little webinar about how we make dried wreaths at
Yep.
LocoFlow.
Yep. I'm
Um,
looking at it right now. So that's up, dried wreath making tips. Great.
Yeah, it's great because one of the things that we do is, we try to be as sustainable as we can. We are composting any waste that we have in the shop, but we really do try to dry everything that is left over at the end of each week. And so this is just a little series on how we make dried wreaths and how we dry stuff at the shop. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's really neat. Okay,
mhm.
so that's how people get on the wait list. Between and then, well, if you do it before November 5th, you sign
Yeah.
up, then you'll start getting the emails with more details. The cost of the course is $4.95. And what is that? How long does that go once
Sure.
people start?
Yeah, the way it runs is it starts in January, and each week for 6 weeks, you get sort of a class a week. And that class each week is about 3 hours. And you can listen to it on your headphones, you can watch it on video. And then at the end of the week, we do a Q&A sort of coaching session. So that is a live Q&A with people in the class. And I think that that is really has been one of the most certainly most fun for me, but I think one of the most useful tools as the class has gone on is just having people in community with each other and be able to ask questions and get live answers. Yeah, it's been great.
I mean, that's priceless to get, a chance to ask specific challenging, bring up specific challenges that you might have in your region that Ellen can troubleshoot for you or help
Yeah,
you find the resources, right?
for sure. Yeah, we've had lots of great. I see them as breakthroughs for people during those coaching sessions. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That term breakthrough is so interesting because I do feel like some people watch what's happening in the slow flowers movement. They know that there are flower farmers near them. They know that customers respond to that kind of mission driven
Mhm.
floristry, but they just don't know how to get started. So
Yeah.
do you kind of demystify and break it down and hold people's hands, especially if they just don't know where they're overwhelmed?
100%.
Okay.
This is what the class is designed for. It is for, while it will help you if you already are sourcing locally, source more locally or get more out of the experience. It really is designed as a way to help florists who are really just starting build their relationships with their growers, figure out the logistics, figure out the differences between buying locally and buying from a wholesaler, and taking them step by step on not only how to do that, but how it is going to benefit their business. Like really showing people that this model is going to have great positive impacts on your business. And so, yeah, we take them through step by step. And we've had, I mean, I was hoping for this, but like the success stories of people coming out of the class are just like really rewarding. It's like really exciting to hear people say, like, both farmers and florists. We had a farmer who was like, I sold my first flowers to a florist this year as a result of taking the class. Or a florist saying, I had a florist just recently say, oh, I partnered with this farmer this year and we did this really big wedding, which I was afraid to do, but the farmer really helped me. And it was like a win-win for both of us. I ordered a lot of stuff from them. I succeeded in doing a great design and the client loved it. And yeah, it was great.
That's terrific. It's so like breakthrough is such a great word for it because
Mhm.
um, you're trying to help people at whatever point they're on the continuum. So I remember when we did the bonus member meetup for Slow
Yeah,
Flowers members this past spring, and I think you said something really profound about you maybe you just have one offering in your
yeah,
conventional mix of flowers, just sort of as a trial balloon to see what the
totally.
response is.
Yeah, and I think that's important to say because we have a model that is terrific and it works great for us. And we are also, in zone 7B, like we're pretty warm and getting warmer. So this model of year-round sourcing, 100% local sourcing, it might not work for everybody, and people might not want to do it 100%, but they may want to dip their toe in. They may want to. Right. Like we have a florist here in Baltimore who I've noticed has started buying a little bit of local stuff, and they offer one arrangement, which they call like the local arrangement.
Yeah.
And it's such like a great way to like test it and to see if your customers are going to respond to it, which I'm sure they will, and a way to start to tell the story of local flowers. And right, so it can be as little or as much as you want it to be. But I think what the class does is it gives you the confidence to start.
Right. The language, the confidence, the understanding that it's a different distribution model, a
Totally.
purchasing model. The players, yes, there's
Are
more of
different.
them, and you is not one-stop shopping. You might have to, devote more time
Get
to
together.
deliveries and pickups. And
Yep,
well,
for
it's funny.
sure.
We just have a new member who joined Slow Flowers from Montana, and a florist who was
Mhm.
inspired by an interview we did with Lindsay Irwin of Bitterroot Flower Shop,
Oh
who's
yeah.
in Missoula. And this florist watched her peer, pivot her business
Right.
incrementally year after year to and build out to the shoulder seasons. But
Mhm.
bottom line, in Montana, there's no local flowers in the winter unless you do an entirely dried flower program, which some people are doing.
Right.
And
Right.
I just think seeing someone else go this
Mhm.
path gave a competitor basically the confidence to
Yeah.
try it. And I know you address the uber cold zones as well because you've had students from
Oh yeah, we have
zone.
students in Canada. We've got them in Vermont and Maine and places, right, where you just can't do this year round or do it all the time. But
Mhm.
I think the class is versatile enough that it takes into account all locations, all weather, situations, and
That's great.
um, helps you make the most of your spot.
Yeah, you're kind of taking your whole experience as a giant case study
Mhm.
to empower other people to follow your model. And that
Sure.
I'm so happy you teamed up with Lisa Ziegler at the Gardener's Workshop to basically build a course that will help people for the rest of their business lives. And that's,
For sure.
January is a good time to start something like this too. Like,
Exactly. Everything finally slows down. This year has been crazy for everybody. So finally just slowing down and being able to take stock of if there has ever been a time to take stock both of what you want your business to be rather than just what it has been, this is a year to do that, right? Like with, we're still seeing global shortages at wholesalers. Florists, traditional conventional florists are still having a hard time sourcing flowers. And really,
Yeah.
I don't know, COVID made us all just like stop and think, like, what do we really want our lives and our businesses to be like? And this is a great winter to take the time and really explore if local sourcing is, fits into your future.
Well, of course it does. We know that. Well, Ellen, I wish you a great sign up, and we'll be sure to get the link out for people to check it
Awesome.
out. But you also, before we go, I want to just say that you have a new Instagram account that you've shared a lot of information in, and I just want to make sure people know about it.
Yeah, what we started a new Instagram account called Florist Buying Local Flowers, and it was designed as a way to just be a place for folks that are interested in local sourcing to be in community together on Instagram and to share resources and something different. Our business account is not always that.
No,
So
because
we
you're
wanted
focusing on your customers and your market,
Right.
right? Yeah.
So we really wanted a place where flower farmers and floral designers could come together and just, get resources, share what they're working on locally. And yeah, it's been
That's
a lot of
great.
fun.
Good. I'll encourage people to follow that then. I know I am. And again, just to remind everybody, the Florist School Online, Growing Your Business with Local Flower Sourcing with Ellen Frost of Local Color Flowers. It starts on January 3rd, but you can't get into it if you don't register. And the registration is November 5th through 9th.
Yes.
So check it out and invest in yourself. Maybe this is your best year-end bonus that you can give
Yes.
yourself.
Exactly.
Great. Thank you so much, Ellen.
All right, thanks, Deborah.
Hopefully I'll see you in person sometime soon.
I hope so too. Take care.
Thanks.